Se il giorno prima hai vinto, non è detto che il giorno dopo vinci di nuovo, mentre se il giorno prima non hai vinto, non è detto che il giorno dopo non vinci. È questo il bello dello Speedway. Signore e signori, benvenuti nel post GP di Manchester. Ma come? L'ho visto l'altro giorno questo video. No, questo è il Gran Premio di Manchester gara 5, quella avvenuta subito dopo il sabato, mentre la gara che avete visto nel post GP di Manchester gara 4 è la gara fatta il venerdì. Ora, essendo che comunque la gara è stata fatta il giorno prima, era inutile rifare le qualifiche e le prove. I piloti avevano il setup già pronto e quindi si è saltata completamente la prova e la qualifica. E per la posizione in race card come hanno fatto? Hanno fatto il sorteggio. Il buon Armando Castagna a fianco a Phil Morris si sono messi a fare il sorteggio per estrarre i numeri da mettere in posizione di race card, quindi va tutto a caso e di conseguenza io posso dire tranquillamente andiamo in gara. Per la prima volta partiamo dalla batteria numero 6, un po' più avanti del normale. Stranamente Kai Hülkenberg azzecca una partenza e scappa, ma dietro la lotta è molto ferrata.
Here we go then, heat number 6, green light is on, the tapes are up, we're charging towards the first corner, who's going to get there? Looks like Hülkenberg's made a lovely start, he's in the middle of the track, but Lebedev's on the inside, but it's a German, the German stretches his arms out, and the bike powers himself to the front, Lambert's up the inside, can he get the better of Mickelson? Don't know if he's quite got there, he's on the inside, cracking, what a move from Lambert, it's going to get very close as they come out of turn 2 on the second lap, cracking, that's free from Lebedev.
What a move from Lambert there as he cuts back up the inside of Mickelson. Can he do anything about Lebedev's? Lebedev's going to have the speed at the end of the straight. Shortcut from Lambert. No, he can't quite get there. Almost backs into Lebedev's now. Mickelson right round the curb. The lines are coming already, Kelf.
They are indeed. Hülkenberg is missing all the fireworks that are going on behind him. Lambert is now relegated to the back. He switches to the inside. He has to scrub all the speed off. Otherwise, he was going to run in the side of Mickelson. Fabulous Speedway once again in Manchester. Lebedev's now around the outside of Mickelson. Hülkenberg is a country mile out in front. Much better from him. What a race for second, third and fourth.
Batteria numero 7. Zmarzlik rischia un incidente sia con Holder che con Lindgren. Riesce però a sorpassarli e portarsi a casa la batteria.
Here we go then. Heat number 7, the tapes are up. We're roaring toward the first corner. Zmarzlik gets there. He's just in the middle of the track. That's dangerous, and it's proved to be so. They go either side of him. You can't do that. You've got to really commit either way. And Freddie Lindgren had no hesitation to roll around the outside. Great move from Zmarzlik to come back in the second place. Now he's committing, squares the corner off, and Zmarzlik at his best. A lap and a half later, he's back to the front.
Here comes Lindgren back up the inside. Oh, that must have been awfully close.
Cracking.
It'd be interesting to see that one from another angle, but Zmarzlik, as you rightly say, 100% back to his best. Timed that comeback absolutely perfectly.
Zmarzlik now out in front. Freddie's back in second place. Jack Holder momentarily through into second place, but it didn't last very long, just a blink of an eye, because Zmarzlik riding out of his skin. Kurtz and Zmarzlik, the best two riders on show so far this evening. And Zmarzlik around this final corner in heat number 7. What a ride from him. Freddie playing his part as well, Lindgren.
Batteria numero 13, qua siamo tutti troppo vicini. Kvyat con una manovra riesce a prendersi la prima posizione, ma da dietro arrivano Holder e Lebedev che riescono a recuperare e prendersi la prima posizione per Holder, mentre Lebedev secondo. Purtroppo Kvyat è costretto alla terza posizione solo anche per una questione di problemi alla moto.
Stadium last night or again tonight. What can he do? Holder's made a lovely start on the inside. He moves off the line, chops back to the inside. That's a nice first corner from Jack Holder. Jan Kvyat goes very wide. Look at that. Kvyat got a lot of speed coming down the back straight. He can take care of Jason Doyle. Kvyat up the inside of Holder. Where did he come from? How did he find the speed? Holder has to then slam the door shut as they start the second race. Now
Lebedev up the inside. This is
Brilliant.
getting close now. Jan Kvyat had such a good opening lap. Went super wide on the first turn. That enabled him to generate a little bit more speed than the others. Jack Holder now coming under a lot of pressure from Lebedev's. This is much better from Lebedev's.
Lebedev's has got speed in the motorbike now. Jan Kvyat has got a problem. He's tailing off at the back now. Jason Doyle is getting in on the act, but out in front where the action is where we need to be seeing it. Holder out in front. Lebedev's around the inside. Last lap of heat number 13. Lebedev's again trying to come on. Holder has to slam the door shut. The Australian picks up a win, a very useful win, and moves on to 7 points. Smash.
Batteria numero 14, tutti a provare a prendere e fermare Smaslik, ma dopo svariati sorpassi e controsorpassi Smaslik non cede, però dietro Bewley ha problemi e continua ad averne da inizio gara.
Right, not going to plan so far this evening. Can he turn it around? And number 14, he's missed the start. Kubera has made a lovely one out of gate number 2. Smarslik electing to go high and wide. Will he get the better of Lambert down the back straight? Lambert trying to squeeze him up. Oh, he goes right across in front of Smarslik. Smarslik's read it beautifully. Fires himself back in the second place. It's a Polish 1-2. Lambert now coming back into it. Bewley's up the inside. Smarslik top draw speedway from him.
Yeah, Smarslik is reading absolutely every move from Lambert. Lambert's there, has left him space here. I think he realised hadn't done enough, couldn't get across. I've got a feeling Smarslik now will have plenty of speed and stay ahead. But Kubera, Smarslik's going after him. I tell you what, loads of speed down the back straight.
Here comes Bartosz Smarslik. We've got a lap to go. And heat number 14, will he remain unbeaten? He wants to. Squares the corner off. How about that?
There it comes.
He's going to go down the inside. Just wonderful speedway from Smarslik. Kubera coming back at him. Squeezes him up. 12 out of 12 for the world champion. What a night of speedway.
Batteria numero 15. Dopo la prima curva, Kurz riesce tramite un tocco leggero sul muro a prendersi la prima posizione, ma da dietro Lindgren prende tanta velocità. Alla seconda curva tenta il sorpasso, ma si ingancia e si incastra nella moto di Kurz. Non cadono subito, ci mettono un po' a cadere, cioè li vedi che vanno un po' lunghi prima di cadere. E sinceramente è anche la prima volta che mi capita di vedere un incidente così. È stato strano da vedere. Purtroppo Kurz verrà escluso da questa batteria e alla ripetizione Lindgren fa vedere che quella batteria doveva vincerla lui a prescindere.
Here we go then, heat number 15. Tapes are up, charging into the first corner, and here comes Kurtz around the outside. Thompson's right on the inside. Kurtz and Lindgren out of the back. Oh! They're hooked up, big crash! Oh! Untidy crash going down the back straight. Freddie Lindgren's footrest caught under the engine plates of Brady Kurtz. Couldn't get away from him.
He's already only just coming back from his crash in Prague. There, he's right in the berm. Comes back across, hooks up, and awkward one for Kurtz as well.
Massive decision for the referee. Huge decision for him. Jesper Steenthoff, he had a quiet night last night.
Yeah, he's got one to make here.
He's got a big decision.
I have to say, I think maybe that's Brady Kurtz's fault. He came back because he'd come off the fence and came across Lindgren.
6 points. Both those riders will be looking for a win now. Great start from Lindgren on that spare bike. Nothing wrong with that. That fires himself to the front. Here comes Hülkenberg through in the second place. Thompson out the back in third place. Lindgren right round the outside. Total commitment from the Swedish veteran. Hugging the outside. Here comes Hülkenberg. Hülkenberg up the inside. Nothing to choose between the front two. Hülkenberg now just got his nose in front. Can Lindgren respond? He can.
I tell you what, for a man who's just gone down hard onto the track, Lindgren is showing plenty of confidence. Yeah. He's now decided that it's too far round for him. Riding very defensive now, going down the straight, very narrow. Stops Kai Hülkenberg getting a clean run into the corner. Going to have to do that for the rest of the race.
Freddie Lindgren under pressure, but he's worked hard. Fabulous effort from Freddie, involved in that nasty incident not very long ago. Showing great commitment and character out in front here. Heat number 15 through the last corner. And Freddie Lindgren is going to move on to, well, he's had 3 seconds, but he's going to 9 points. First win of the night.
Batteria numero 18, tutta con il fiato sospeso grazie a quanti sorpassi ci sono stati. Tenete d'occhio Holder e Lambert.
A winner last time. Can he do it again here in heat number 18? Tapes have gone up, fantastic start out of gate number 2, Lambert, absolutely fabulous, gate 2 working a treat. Here comes Thompson round the outside, Max Frigg just spinning up, coming off the first turn, and as Thompson winding it on, hasn't done much all night. Suddenly the bike's beginning to work, he's going to get the better of Robert Lambert, and as Thompson from nowhere fires himself to the front, brilliant ride, Jack Holder out the back, but Thompson hits the front.
They're so tight for these LCQ positions. Thompson now will double his score into 6 points. Could be enough. He's got a race win. So that'll be vital. Lambert said, there. Jack Holder rolling up the inside of Max Frigg. Really tough on Max. Max already for sure going to be in the LCQ. Maybe he would have wanted more.
Jack Holder's got pace here. Robert Lambert trapped on the inside. Here comes Jack Holder. Robert Lambert has to block him. Kills the momentum. We're into the last lap. Now Jack Holder on the inside. Opportunist move from the Australian. Gets the better of Robert Lambert. Snatches second place away. It's going to be a chance for the line. Tight go to the line. But Holder hangs on.
Passiamo ora alla Last Chance numero 2, una batteria dove non hanno mai fatto un giro nella stessa posizione del giro precedente. Tutti i piloti continuavano a scambiarsi, a spuntarla è Lindgren a poco meno di 2 giri dalla fine.
Will it work out for the Swedish rider now? Tapes are up. We're into the first corner and it's Lindgren. Lindgren just about gets there, but Frick has ridden a lovely first turn. He comes off the corner. Here comes Mikkelsen. Mikkelsen down the back straight. Brilliant ride from the Danish rider. Frick now chopping back to the inside. Can he get the better of Mikkelsen as they go into turn number 1? He can. Brilliant stuff from Max Frick.
Smallest of mistakes for Mikkelsen, and Frick was through. Here comes Mikkelsen again up the inside. He's done it. Max Frick again cuts back. It's a long way to the dirt for Mikkelsen. It's gone backwards again.
Here comes Mikkelsen again up the inside. They're swapping places for fun. Every corner, Beauty's round the inside. Lindgren's round the outside. What an LCQ. Lindgren's come from third to first. Fabulous move from the Swedish man. And he's hit the front. We've got a lap to go. And Freddie Lindgren from nowhere has turned it upside down. And he's going to go through to 2 consecutive finals here in Manchester.
What a win from Lindgren.
Lindgren, who was upside down, involved in that nasty crash with Kurz, and he's in.
E arriviamo ora alla finale. Il cuore vorrebbe una cosa, ma la realtà dei fatti è che Zmarzlik ha già la vittoria in tasca. Ve la lascio vedere.
Been there many times. Here we go. Final time. Tapes are up. Kurz makes it. Zmarzlik's having a real go from the outside, electing to go right round the outside. Kurz has got a good lead. Here comes Lindgren. Here comes Zmarzlik. Zmarzlik round the outside at turns 3 and 4. Can Kurz cover it off? Here we go. Here comes Zmarzlik up the inside. He's done it. What a move from Bartosz Zmarzlik.
Oh, I tell you what, Kurz is going to come back at him, but Zmarzlik, super move, did everything right, got plenty of speed around the first turn, went super wide. He's going to stay out there. He knows that's where Kurz can generate most of the speed. He's going to cover that off.
Here we go. Bartosz Zmarzlik riding out of his skin once again. Got the better of Brady Kurz. You cannot deny the fact that this champion is riding like a champion here tonight in the National Speedway Stadium. Down the back straight for the final time in round number 5. Second last night, the championship leader wins his 3rd Grand Prix of the season, Bartosz Zmarzlik. What a way to do it! Polish fans.
Bene, e come al solito ora passiamo ai top e ai flop della serata. Come primo top metto Zmarzlik. Non c'è tanto da dire. Ha visto dove ha sbagliato il giorno prima e ha rimediato subito. Infatti la gara di sabato l'ha fatta alla perfezione, non ha sbagliato neanche una virgola, sapeva come sfruttare bene la pista, come mettere bene la moto e dove posizionarla la moto. Non puoi dirgli niente, è 4 volte campione del mondo, non dico consecutive perché ne ha saltata una, però cosa vuoi dirgli? Ha la fortuna dalla sua parte, però è anche un bravo pilota e bisogna ammetterlo. Come secondo top ho messo Lindgren. Ma come? Di nuovo Lindgren? Metti sempre Lindgren. Lo metto perché fa delle belle gare, anche la gara di questa sera di Manchester ha fatto una bella gara, sapeva come sfruttare, ha provato a bloccare Zmarzlik anche lui, che poi come detto prima Zmarzlik è bravo, quindi sa come non farsi bloccare, però c'è da dire che Lindgren si sta impegnando molto e sta cercando di recuperare punti in campionato. E come terzo top, sorpresa delle sorprese, ho messo Hülkenberg. Sì, l'ho messo, ha fatto una bella gara. Finalmente, c'è da dire che finalmente ha fatto una bella gara. Mi stupisco, sto ridendo perché non mi sembra neanche a me vero, però sì, ha fatto una bella gara e sono contento e sinceramente vederlo così combattivo e con quel risultato lì, bravo. E passiamo ora ai flop della serata. Come primo flop ho messo Bewley. Ma come? Ieri me lo metti nei top, oggi lo metti nei flop? Sì, perché ieri ha vinto e cos'è successo da ieri a oggi? Cosa avete toccato? Cosa avete fatto? era completamente diversa la moto, completamente diverso il pilota, non ragionava neanche con la testa praticamente. Terzo flop, Freak. Anche Freak si è spento completamente, non sta più correndo come una volta, ma neanche come a inizio campionato, e sinceramente spero che Freak riprenda quella voglia di correre e vincere. Mentre terzo flop ho messo Lebedev, come ho fatto nel GP precedente, sempre qui a Manchester. Lebedev non sta più correndo bene come una volta, non so se è concentrato da qualche altra parte, ma si è spento anche lui. Non dico che non va bene, perché ci sta a avere gli alti e bassi, però so che non è costante lui come pilota, solo che a inizio campionato mi era partito veramente molto bene e mi aspettavo delle cose migliori da parte sua. Bene, siamo giunti al termine di questo post GP e ufficialmente siamo a metà di campionato, quindi adesso ritorniamo indietro dal Giro di Boa. La situazione del campionato ve la sto mettendo a schermo, la state vedendo in questo momento, e i punteggi non sono per niente male, c'è margine per recuperare in qualche maniera. Ora per il prossimo GP dobbiamo volare in Polonia a Gorzo, che voi vedrete, come ho detto nell'episodio precedente, fra 2 giorni, e io lo registro subito. Quindi vi ringrazio come al solito di aver visto questo video, vi invito a passare sul canale e noi ci rivediamo in un prossimo episodio.